Welcome to week 15 of NFL football. And my question for you today is, who are you watching? Because there are lots of teams playing today that are still in the NFL playoff hunt. There are some teams that have been eliminated and lots of teams are playing spoilers. And for whatever reason, the Dallas Cowboys are still in the hunt. Clearly, my prayers have not been answered. But I'm here to talk about 3 games today that I'm going to be watching, and Dallas is one of them. Cue the intro. Welcome to the Nick Abari Show, where I talk about my Philadelphia Eagles. I talk about the NFL. I talk about breaking news. I give you post-game reactions. Sometimes I do pre-game. And guess what? If you like any of that, which I know you do because that's why you're here, I want you to do me a favor and click on that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon. That's 2 actions. 1, click on the subscribe button. 2, click on the bell notification icon so every time I put out a new video, you and only you will be the first to know. But I am excited. I'm very excited about these 3 games that I'm going to be talking about today because let's start off with the very first one. So 3 games that I'm watching. 3 games. The first one is my Philadelphia Eagles versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Then I'm going to be watching my beloved Shedeur, Cleveland Browns versus the Chicago Bears. And then, last but not least, the primetime game tonight, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings. Now, that one I don't really have a choice because it's the primetime game, it's the only game. But oh boy, do I want to watch this game for selfish reasons and selfish reasons only. But let's start with the first game that I'm going to be watching, the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I don't want to put too much into this game because I'm a little superstitious. I feel like if I get very tense about it, if I feel like we have to win this game, if I make it something that is not, because on paper, it's not. On paper and on planet Earth, this is a game that the Eagles should win. But we know this is the NFL. We know that things happen. We know that at any moment, any team can look dominant one day and go to the Super Bowl, and then the next day just look like an average team that's going to get bounced out and might not even make the playoffs. Am I right, Chiefs? Sorry, Patrick Mahomes. Just had to do it. Listen, this is a game where the Eagles need to not only win, but win in dominating fashion. This is a game because on paper, the Eagles are better in many ways than the Las Vegas Raiders. And if you look at the rankings of the different stats, it's a little close. But just look at the one thing that really matters, which is the record. 8-5 Eagles versus I don't even know the record of the Raiders because they're done. I don't care. On paper, the Eagles should win this game. And also the Eagles are playing at home. I don't think a win is enough in this game. We need to dominate, send a message to the rest of the league that we are the Philadelphia Eagles. We are the defending Super Bowl champions, and everyone is after us. Everyone is chasing us, is trying to dethrone us. Don't get it twisted. I expect that the Eagles are going to win big in this game, and my final prediction is the Eagles are going to win 38 to the Los Angeles Raiders 6. That's right. I'm giving them 2 field goals because this is a game that the Eagles are playing at home. Last time that the Eagles played at home, we lost 3 in a row coming to this. 3 in a row. Last time we played at home, we got booed in the first quarter. I defended Jalen Hurts after our last loss against the Chargers because everyone was trying to blame the quarterback play. And if you look throughout that whole game, there were lots of things to blame. We had drops. We had missing coaching opportunities. We still have our offensive coordinator with a job. and Nick Sirianni is still backing his buddy. So this game is a game that the Eagles in many ways need to show up and show out and dominate and obliterate at home. Keep the booing. Make sure this is, I don't want to, I'm telling you, I don't want to get in, I don't want to feel too much about this game because I just want it to transpire. I just wanted to approach it like a regular game, but have some dignity because we're playing at home. And we haven't looked like a team that was a defending Super Bowl champions playing at their home field because the fans have turned on the team and started booing in the first quarter. How do you boo in the first quarter when there's 4 more quarters to go? How do you expect the team to still play? It's on the coaches for this game. And I'm just going to watch the game and I'm just going to enjoy and I'm just going to leave it at that. On to the next teams. The next team is my beloved Shedeursanders versus the Chicago Bears. I mean, the Cleveland Browns versus the Chicago Bears. Let's be honest. This is a game where I think is going to make for a great upset. Obviously, the Browns are done. The Browns have nothing else to play for. Shedeursanders is a starter, has been named the starter for the rest of the season, which is great. I think there's 4 more games left in the season. But the Browns can really play spoilers here and really upset the Chicago Bears, who are in really good form. The Chicago Bears are well coached. They have a good defense. They have a good offense. And especially if they balance their run play, they are a really good team. Now, it's going to be a cold game. So I think this is a good matchup because Cleveland, I'm not sure if Cleveland or a lot of places are as cold as the Bears Stadium, but it's going to be a cold game. So I don't expect both teams to be throwing well. But I do hope that the Browns show up and they force Caleb Williams to have to throw, to have to stay in the pocket, to have to be indecisive with his decision making, which is something he's been criticized about for a while now, and especially by his coach this year. I think that this is going to be a big part of the game if the Browns defense can make Caleb Williams second guess himself, force him to throw, force him in, keep him in the pocket. I think Myles Garrett gets his sacks. I think the Browns get this one, and I think the Browns are happy. They can definitely do the upset. On the other hand, I want to talk about the most electrifying player, the most electrifying person in sports entertainment, Dwayne "The Rock." I'm just kidding. It's Shedeursanders. Shedeursanders is the only reason I'm watching this game. I want to see him play. I am so excited. I think I'm really, really excited for how he plays because he doesn't play with a quarterback, or he doesn't play like a quarterback with a chip on his shoulder. He doesn't really play to please anyone. He looks like he's having fun, and he just brings energy, professionalism. It's just all the things that you want from a franchise quarterback. He has it all, to me. And he's the only reason why I'm watching this game. But I think that the Browns can be spoilers in this game, especially because I feel like Shedeur is developing a lot more chemistry with this offense, and especially with his receiving core. Now that he's been getting reps with them, I expect Fanning to do well. I expect even Jerry Jeudy to have a good game. I expect that they will let Shedeur loose. They will let him play. They will let him sling it, but they will just let him go out there and have fun because there's nothing to play for. I expect Judkins to also have a good day. If they can get Judkins with the ball and get the running game working, because of the conditions, I don't expect that Shedeur should be throwing 300-plus yards in this game. And especially not against the Bears, who have a pretty good defense right now, to me. But I think if they can mix up and balance the running and throwing game and let Shedeur just be him, just let it rip, the Browns could definitely upset the Bears today. And you know what? I need Shedeur to do one thing for me. Continue to stunt on these haters. It's been remarkable the past couple of weeks of watching these commentators, analysts and all of that, because they're all now going like, I told you that Shedeur was the guy. I told you that, Shedeur shouldn't have fell in the fifth round. I told you Shedeur had all it takes. We keep receipts, bruh. We keep receipts. And I guarantee you, we're going to pull up some of those receipts because you guys are clowns. Well, I'm choosing the Browns in a very close game, 24-21 win versus the Chicago Bears. And now, folks, Dallas fans, Cowboys fans, delusional fans, let's talk about the third game that I am watching today. The prime time game of the week. Dallas Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings. Now, I will be honest with you. This is a stretch. It's a stretch that I'm choosing the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. It's a stretch because Dallas, I don't want Dallas to win. That's what it comes down to. But Dallas have been playing really, 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 really well. But just as a Dallas hater, I just have to say that. I have to choose another team. Because I've been getting roasted by Cowboys fans, but today, I'm going to get my revenge. This is not necessarily a game that I think if Dallas loses, that they're entirely out of the playoffs, the playoff hunt. But I think is going to be the domino effect for it. Now, the Cowboys are still in the hunt, of course, for whatever reason. Clearly, the gods are not listening to my prayers. George Pickens has been called lazy, so we'll see how he reacts today. They got CeeDee Lamb back. He cleared concussion protocol. And I saw a stat that said the Dallas Cowboys are the #1 passing team. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I have said that Dak Prescott has been balling, and rightfully so. He deserves to be in the MVP race. And I don't know. I'm picking the Vikings out of just pure dislike of the Dallas Cowboys to win this game, not because I think they can do anything. Their season's over. They're not even going to make anything. But I think that the Vikings need to win this game for a couple reasons. Actually, just one reason. They need to keep Justin Jefferson happy because I am not sure if Justin Jefferson wants to use his prime years, spend his prime years getting the ball thrown to by McCarthy. JJ McCarthy is not it. And I think the Vikings are starting to find that out. It's going to be interesting what happens in the offseason because Kirk Cousins could be available. Why not just bring some familiarity back and maybe develop JJ McCarthy a little bit more? Why not? There's already that relationship there. Why not? But I am picking the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. They have nothing to play for, and they have nothing to lose. I just really selfishly just want them to beat the Dallas Cowboys, but I know it's a stretch. Can I not have anything? I am choosing a low-score game. It's more like I'm wishing. I'm wishing for a low-score game. But I am choosing Justin Jefferson and the Minnesota Vikings to win 21-19. Guys, this is the one prediction I'm really afraid of because I just feel like Dallas is going to play well. But I have to be a hater. I do. I don't want them to play well. What are your thoughts? What games are you watching? There's plenty of good games to watch in this week 15. Buffalo is playing the Patriots, and some way, somehow, the Patriots are the underdogs. So, I'll wait because I really want to make a video on that if it goes the way I want it to go. Plenty of games to watch. Let me know what games that you are interested in watching, what games you'll be watching with your week 15. And let me know if I'm crazy for choosing Justin Jefferson and the Minnesota Vikings to defeat the Dallas Cowboys. Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, come on, find the subscribe button, click on it, and let's have a good time. Thank you for watching the Nick Kabari Show. And guess what? I'm going to see you in the next one pretty soon. Pretty soon.